Well, I feel a little upset now that I've actually left. So it's only 10 o'clock. I'd like to go on the pier. And I don't honestly see now it being closed, because it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to be able to, surely at least be able to walk along it. Well, I've got everything on my bag. Well, everything in my bag, on my bag. Well, I've got everything in my bag, but on me. So, Southport Pier, everything's shut. It's weird. So, I'm going to walk to the end and pray I can get to the end and do the full whole walking along to the end and whatnot. So, the boss who runs Braemar is called Michael, and he said rather than going on booking.com, well, make sure you leave a good review. And I'm like, yeah, I will, and I will, because I've really enjoyed it. He said if you do want to come back at some point, rather than going through rather than going on booking.com, message him, because I've got his email, a contact number, like a landline and a mobile number. He said basically just ring and say I'd like to come back, and then be like, oh, check diary, yep, you can come back to this date, whatever. That's better than going through just booking on the booking.com anyway. I'd certainly quite like to come back, like on a solo trip, possibly. But then again, I've kind of like done so much up there, so much that way, then so much in the middle. Would I need to come back for a couple of nights? Or would I just go somewhere else? The idea of exploration is to see as many places as you can. And, well, if I'm doing Southport now and coming back, and I come back again, then I'm not exploring, I'm going back to the same place. I'll have to think about that. But one thing on my mind is Scarborough. I would like to go to Scarborough. And I'm looking at the gate down here. It was closed when I got to it yesterday at 7 PM. It's open, so it means I can actually walk to the end and back. I can actually do it properly. What gets me is our government asked so many people to do like the eat out to help out, and encouraging people to go out into like the masses of people, or gatherings anyway, and they're like, oh, okay, meet at a maximum of 6 people at a time. So people of more than 6 have been gathering for how long, and you encourage that, and they're saying to stop it. Gosh, the tide is so far out. It is, isn't it? It's just so far out. Like it'll be here at some point, and it's just right out there. So I'm thinking, after I've walked on the pier, to walk back to the end and go to on the beach. So I walked to the end of the pier fully. Gosh, so that's everything there. So I can actually, that looks all right to walk on. I mean, the sea is so far out.
Ancients, do with it what you will. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved. Create your destiny wisely, my friend, and surrender a bit more cash for more instructions from Zoltar.
that's it. So I got that. So your fortune. You've been wondering what to do with all those benefits you have or are about to receive. Just remember, as the branches of a tree return their sap to the root from where it comes from, as a river pours its streams into the sea, where its spring was supplied, the heart of the grateful man is delighted to return a benefit received. You find confidence in the goodness of other. This is proof of one's own goodness. Your heart may be pleased to know that there is many a good man to be found under a shabby hat. Your lucky numbers are 30, 35, 10, 27, and 5 and 26. Yeah, I'm going to put that back on now because I'm going to go in again, but go to the right, go to the left, because I might get an ice cream. I think I would like to return it, it'd be quite nice. Not like immediately, but like come back in like a few months maybe. So that's the pier. Well, I say it's not done. I was going to say that's the pier done, but I'm not even at the end yet. So what I'm going to do is come off the pier and go on the beach. So I've done the pier, good. So beach, because I wanted to do the beach down here and walk along it. And well, it's 10:38, so I have plenty of time. I think it's nice that they've given me the option that rather than going on booking.com, I can actually use the website, not the website, like calling them in person to say like, oh, I want to come here again. But I'm like, would I? Or should I? It's just like, there's so many other places I could go. I mean, I've been to Blackpool with Ryan. Now I've been to Southport on my own. I think because I like coastal holidays, I think going to Southport has been really good. But I think the East Coast is better than the West Coast. So I'm going to look at Scarborough. I'm going to look at Robin Hood's Bay. Actually, Robin Hood's Bay would be really nice. But definitely Scarborough would be a nice one. I'm just going to come away from this bit because the sand is a little more softer because of the seawater. So you've got like hard sand, which is not too bad, and then you've got like bits of soft sand which look muddier. I'm going to basically head that way, head around the pier, and then maybe, because I like doing my Strava route and whatnot, and it would look quite funny, to zigzag the best I can through and underneath the pier. There's actually just nothing now, and you know what, there's no breeze either. It's really good, no like sea breeze either. And I'm actually tempted to go to where the sea tide is, or well, most of it. I think somebody's over there already. We're certainly at low tide. Gosh, it's so big. This is bigger than Formby Beach. Definitely. Whew. You know, at high tide the sea would be here, but because it's low tide, well, I could honestly just keep going. And you know what, that's not such a bad idea really. I wonder what that is over there. Are they birds in the distance? Oh my... Yeah, there's certainly something over there. I think they're birds. come to think of it, either I'm tripping out or whatever, but someone's kite surfing or paragliding, because the pattern's changing like that. There's a point I'm going to get to the end and I'll be like, I can't continue any further because the sea will be like too high to go towards, which is alright. I can just walk back inland, which is there. I'm actually not even that far from the pier, which is literally just there. Everything just looks so tiny from here. There's just no noise at all. Literally, there was some people not too far away from me that were doing the same thing, but then didn't go half as far as I've gone, and I've walked back. And I'm getting to a point now where I think I might turn left. Oh, there were birds. I don't know if it'll come up on camera, but I was thinking what was doing all that? Like sets of birds just flying around. Getting a bit of a dry mouth. I have got a drink in my bag already. I think I'm going to have that. The sea breeze and moisture air is actually making my mouth a bit dry. I can still get another drink though, because there's plenty of shops in Southport and get a drink, whatnot. Wow, it's just strange. There's just nobody here. I've come literally on off season, definitely. And coming off season and during the week, middle of the week, is a really, really good idea. So it's 11 o'clock. The thing is, I could just keep walking on the beach. But the thing is, I have a train to catch at 1:31. I know it's only 11 o'clock, and it's like, you've still got like 2-ish hours left. But I would quite like to be within Southport and find where the train station is again. So I'm just going to head like inland a bit now. I'm not going to directly go straight and like a little bit awkward. I'm just going to kind of like diagonally make my way back. So thinking about mileage for today, I know on Tuesday I did so much already, and then I did even more yesterday, which is just stupidly crazy. But today I've already done 3.3 miles. Again, that's not up to par from like the last 2 days, but still, it's surprising. And the thing is, I've only got to do another 3 miles, and I've done 10 kilometres of mileage. Whilst it's not in one go, and I don't plan on doing that in one go, I just plan on breaking it up. That's kind of nuts to think though, that on my final day in Southport I'm able to still do a good amount of mileage. Well, when considering I'm on the beach, and it's flat, and it's good to walk on, then it's a win-win situation. I think a little bit of a shell has broken up and gone into my trainer, into my sock area, so I can feel it a little bit in my sock and my trainers. So when I get to the end, I'm going to walk to the end of the, like to the beach bit now, to the end of the beach, via this seating bit. So I'm going to find somewhere to sit and sort my trainer out. And either way, it might just be itchy, but I can't really itch it very well because there's nothing to hold on to. So I'm going to walk inland, which is, I'm slowly doing it slowly and slowly. I think it really dawned on me how far out I went. So, don't know if that's a bin or a person or something else, I have no idea. So I can see the seawall, which is good. So find a bench and sort my trainers out. I might as well just sort both of them out. So instead of it being a person or a bin like I thought it was, it's that. That looks really bizarre. I think whatever it was, I might have sorted it out, maybe. I'm gonna have a drink though, my mouth is so dry. So I'm gonna get another drink in Southport for the train. I might actually get 2 drinks, possibly. Right, I've had my dinner. That was really filling, that. Wow, it didn't look that big, but my god, it was filling. And then bearing in mind I had my breakfast this morning. So I had quite a filling breakfast and quite a filling dinner. I think when I'm on the boat, when I'm on the train, I might fall asleep. Because I feel like I could actually nod off net like now. I think what I'm going to do actually, I was thinking of going to Costa and getting like a frappe Fristino, but like, I've already got a drink in my bag anyway. Be alright. So yeah, I'm going to head to the station now and find the platform and wait.